This is my LTA video response for the movie Clerks. I'm so happy. I love this movie. I've always loved this movie. I've watched it dozens of times, and I watched it again. I watched it like 2 times when doing the review. It's just such a brilliant movie. I mean, the dialogue alone, it's just brilliant. This is the type of movie that proves that you don't necessarily need explosions and aliens and all this other crap to be a fast-paced movie. This movie is very fast-paced because of the dialogue, because of how fast it's spoken, how witty the comebacks are. It's brilliant. I love it. I love this movie. The characters Dante and Randall are so unique, extremely unique. It's God, how do you put into words just how amazing of just actors these guys are. To memorize all these lines and just have them come out so fluidly. I'm sure there's probably lots of outtakes and, stuff like that, but to nail these scenes on the head the way they did is just exceptional. And Kevin Smith is awesome. I love all his movies. All the movies that come from the View Askew Productions, I absolutely love. Chasing Amy, Clerks, Dogma, Mallrats, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Clerks 2. It's just... This is an amazing, amazing film. It's just awesome. I don't know how many times I can say how awesome it is in a 5-6 minute period, but it is awesome. Especially with Randall, for him being such a pain in the ass and seeming like just such a slacker and everything, the intellect the character has to bust out these viewpoints and opinions that make a lot of freaking sense is astounding, and I find myself relating to the Dante character a lot, because of his whole indecisive nature, having so much potential for so many great things, but yet lacking the drive, lacking the motivation, lacking the decisiveness to follow through on his potential. It's just such a relatable character for a lot of people. And then Randall as well is a very relatable character because he scrapes by on the bare minimum and he's content. Which a lot of people are. A lot of people do not necessarily need a lot of things to be content. As long as they have a roof over their head, good company, and just something to fill their time, they're typically content. And that's what I find relatable about the Randall character. Jay and Silent Bob are infamous, and just their characters alone are just very infamous in just, I guess you could say, the pop culture world, whatever you want to call it. And Silent Bob, just the ability to have such a intellectual speech while having no speaking part throughout the movie whatsoever, but just that one moment where he just shows just an incredible amount of intelligence is that alone basically steals steals the movie. I mean, even though Kevin Smith, is the director and whatnot, producer of the films and such, he just has the ability to say nothing throughout throughout the entire movies that he makes, that he's also in, and just has the ability to just say nothing throughout all of them, and then just come out with just this maybe 2 minutes worth of dialogue that just completely steals the movie. And Jay, the character Jay, or Jason Mewes, he is definitely a character. It doesn't give a fuck, doesn't care what anybody else thinks or does. He lives his life the way he lives it, and he has fun, and he's content with that, and that's amazing, just an amazing character role right there. Yeah, just so many funny scenes throughout this movie. Dante's ex-girlfriend, who he's trying to get back together with, has sex with a dead man in the bathroom and doesn't realize it until afterwards. She thinks it's Dante. It's just funny. Oh, that's just fun. That's funny writing. Yeah, and Silent Bob's cousin or whatever from Russia or Moscow, Russia. His little song that he sings. Would you like to be making fuck berserker? Like, serious? Wow. It's just, yeah. This is definitely going to be a very long review because there's just so many different, just so many things about this movie that are just awesome. And oh man, good job, Movie Club. Good job for picking this movie. It's an exceptional movie. I would actually love to see a full stretch of Kevin Smith movies on the top banner for like Totally Awesome for Movie Club. That would be an exceptional. Let's do Mallrats. Let's do Dogma. Let's do Chasing Amy. Let's do Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. Let's do Clerks 2. I mean, let's get all of these movies and let's do a Kevin Smith bonanza for Movie Club. That would be awesome. That would be, well, as much as this phrase is overused, that would be epic.